Well, hello, everyone. I'm going to get over here on comments. It's so good to be with you today here on October the 29th, September the 29th. I'm sorry. I'm thinking October because I have on my black shirt and my orange earrings. It is September the 29th. It's Monday. And we're here on, I hope we're on YouTube. I know that we are on Facebook because I see me over there. So just be sure if you're on with us tonight, like we like to do our lives, if you're new to us or if you come and join us every week, we love you no matter what. We're just glad you're here with us. Again, we're on YouTube. We should be on YouTube. Yep, there we are. Hi, Christy. Thanks for the shout out. And then we're on Facebook Live and Flourishing Live. And so we thank you so much for being on. And so what we do is we like you to say hello. We like you to tell us where you are at, where you're calling in from, where you're watching your YouTube from, where, if you're on Facebook, where you're sitting at right now. I see that Paige is over here on Facebook, and I think she's probably sitting in Michigan. Okay, if I turn it that way, I can't see where you're from. Paige is on, and she is watching, I believe, from Michigan. And Terry is on, and she's watching from Tennessee. Christy is on, and she is watching from Illinois. Kathy is on, and she is watching from Kentucky. Yep, Ann Arbor. Paige is sitting in Ann Arbor, Romeoville, Illinois, Owensboro, Kentucky, Robards, Kentucky. And I know Smyrna, Tennessee, and I'm actually sitting in Maceo, Kentucky. So and we'll have lots of others on. So as you are commenting, just let us know where you're from. If you are a guest, like Paige is my guest on here, you can put on there who your consultant is. And if you're not watching us live, like right now, it's 6 o'clock Central Time on Monday night. So if you watch this at another time, just be sure that you put hashtag replay in the comments and tag your consultant so she sees it. Because y'all know what? Just for being on tonight, your name's going into a $300 cash drawing. Yes, it is, as long as you tell us you're on. So Paige, sitting in Ann Arbor, Michigan, her name is going to go into a $300 cash drawing because she's on, and she's going to check out what we're doing tonight. So just remember to do that. Before I forget, I want y'all to know that at 7:30, we are doing a More Than a Pink Cadillac, a little informational fun time, and that is on YouTube. And it will be not only will your name be able to go into our cash drawing more times, as long as your consultant's director gets to do a little question and answer with you. That's like 5 more times for being on that. And then usually we have one of our directors, Darcy Grukowski, usually does a little info on some product. And so if you'll just kind of share with your consultant what you thought about that product that she talked about, your name goes into to the cash drawing another time. So it's like 6 times for later tonight. You get in once for right now. So your name is going to be going into our cash drawing. And that cash drawing is over tomorrow. So you're going to get in just in time to get your name into our September cash drawing. So that is awesome. I see Don Bradley is also on from Hamilton, New Jersey. And so that is amazing. So we have New Jersey, Illinois, Kentucky. We have Michigan. We have, let me see who else has said they're on. Tennessee. We have, said Illinois already. Yeah. Illinois, Kentucky. Yeah, all those places. So yay, all of us. Okay. So what I'm going to do tonight, so remember, More Than a Pink Cadillac is on at 7:30. And Paige, I think you're jumping on, and I need to get you the YouTube link or you can scan that QR code either way, but we need to get you on there. I got to get that out for you. So if you're going to jump on the More Than a Pink Cadillac, your consultant will be able to get you that little link that links you over to the YouTube. Okay. Yay. Now, what I'm going to do, y'all don't know if y'all saw last week's live, feel free to go down and watch it. And you just hashtag replay and tag your consultant so she can put your name in for watching last week's if you hadn't already watched it. But last week we did a really fast skincare routine, and a dash out the door look. Now, with that skincare routine last week, I even did an exfoliation. Yeah, I even did exfoliation with my skincare, and I did a dash out the door, and it was 18 minutes. That was all it took to do my complete, amazing anti-aging, age-fighting skincare with exfoliation and a full, amazing dash out the door color look on, because we were doing it like it was morning. It was a dash out the door look, and so we would start with skincare, every time. So this morning I did my skincare, right? I did my 4-in-1 cleanser, I think is what I used this morning instead of the foaming cleanser. So I did the Time Wise Miracle Set 4-in-1 cleanser. I put on my eye cream. I put on some of our little hydrating HA hyaluronic acid booster from our Clinical Solutions. I think I even dabbed on a little bit of our facial milk that we have with our retinol set, our facial milk. And then let me think, did I do anything else? Oh, yeah. I did my dynamic wrinkle limiter and a little bit of deep wrinkle filler. Yeah, I did all that this morning. And then I put on a very dash out the door look. And I thought that will be perfect to show you guys a warm, quick look. And so what I'm doing this from is like you have been at work all day. And Diane is on too from Florida. So we have Florida and we have Kentucky, and we have Illinois, and we have Tennessee, and we have Michigan, and we have New Jersey. Isn't that amazing, guys? I love that about Zoom. Okay. Now, so we have, I've got Christy on YouTube, Kathy on YouTube, I've got Peggy on YouTube. So amazing. Great stuff. Okay, guys. I am going to go. Yeah, if anybody else is on YouTube, be sure you're commenting, okay, so that I can give you a shout out. And thank you guys for looking over here at this. Oh, good. Paige said she's been using her deep wrinkle filler, and it's working great. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to warm up this look. That's what I'm going to do. So this is something I had on this morning. And so this is great because if you worked all day or maybe you didn't have to do much today, but now you're going to go out for supper, right? Or you're going to go to a movie, or you're about to do something kind of exciting. Maybe you go to a church event. Okay, we're going to warm this up. We're going to fix it up a little bit for nighttime. So I'm going to go into our Silky Setting Powder. And this is my color that I'm using right now, which is a medium beige. And I am going to dip in with my big fluffy brush. I'm going to dust it off. Oh, but I'm not going to use that yet. I'm going to set that to the side. And I'm going to use a little bit of our new Light Peach Under Eye Corrector. And it does not take much of this at all. And I'm going to just look at that, just a little itty bit. And I'm going to tap. No, I grabbed the wrong thing. I thought that is awfully dark. This is actually what I'm going to do to contour a little bit. This is going to warm up, and I'm going to contour with that just a little bit to get my lines a little bit more defined and make me look just a little bit more contoured. I had that on today earlier, but I'm going to just warm that up just a little. And I'm going to put just a little bit. It's hard because I've got my ring light, and that's why I almost messed up with that because it glares a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take just a little bit more. So this is one of our concealers, actually, and it is our Deep No. 3 concealer. And I'm using it as a little bit of a contour. So I'm going to just kind of warm it up and contour just a little into my nose, make that a little shorter, make it look a little thinner, and go around and contour. And then I'm going to blend that contour. It's kind of our same contouring method that we've always used. I just kind of more pinpoint where it's going, and then I blend it. Okay. Now, that's liquid, so I wanted to do it before I did the powder. Now I'm going to take our Light Peach Under Eye Corrector and using a different finger because I don't have a washcloth here. I am going to put a little bit on that finger, Light Peach, and I'm just going to go ahead and relighten those dark areas because that's been on all day. So see, I'm going to bring this back out. Get that kind of back where it needs to be, brightened up. And again, it's a liquid. So I put it right onto this little bit of CC cream that I had on from earlier today. I'm going to use that foundation brush, kind of feather it out just a little bit more. There we go. Now I'm going to take our powder and I'm just going to fluff it around. It's just a little silky setting powder. Going to mattify the finish, give a little bit more coverage. Now I am going to put on some more cheek color, but I'm going to let this set while I put on some shadow. And then I'll go into our liquid limited edition liquid cheek color in Coral Kiss. I believe it's what this is. Coral Kiss. Just Coral Kiss. Okay. So if anybody wants to be putting in some prices for us, that's great. Donna is already doing that. That is awesome. Oh, Bree is on. Bria, good to have you. She said she is a customer of Peggy Cooksey. Yay, Bria. Okay. Donna is popping some prices for us. Okay, big fluffy cheek brush with the silky setting. And I did use a little bit of the Deep 3 as a contour and a little bit of under eye corrector under my eyes to brighten that back up. Now, and I did use my foundation brush to blend. So that's what I did that with. Okay, I'm going to go into our warm palette that we have, our limited edition warm palette. And I'm going to get my brush that I use for my, this is an all over brush. That's one of our older ones because it has a older handle. I'm going to spray a little bit of our finishing spray really lightly on that brush so that it can really grab into our shimmery, amazing, lovely our fall warm color. And this is the lightest one, and it is, can I read it? I don't think I'm gonna be able to read the name of that one, but it is in our Inner Glow Amazing Beautiful palette. Okay. All right. So I just brightened up with a little bit of that lightest shade. Pop that on there. Then I am going to go into the crease with one of our crease brushes. And I'm going to kind of just, since this is kind of like a night look that I'm doing, I'm not going to go into the matte because I had matte on earlier today anyway. So I'm actually going to go into this gold, which is called, man, I can't believe I thought I'd be able to read these. Gold Greatness and a little bit of Radiant Bronze. Gold Greatness and Radiant Bronze. And I'm just going to go right here in my crease. So if you have more of a hooded eye, you're basically going to do the same thing. You're just going to cut your real estate in half. Yours might not have a crease, but just go right across the middle of that area. If it's not a crease, you're going to create a crease, okay? We always say on our color appointments we have on Saturdays on Zoom, if God didn't give it to you, we'll help you create it. And this is one of the prime examples of creating a crease if you don't have a crease. Okay, oh, already getting warmer. And these palettes are 40. I'm sure Donna is putting that in there for you. And then I'm going to take our blending brush that I use for my midtones. And I'm just going to go right into that crease and blend that. You see my eyebrows are already done, so I don't have to do that. I'm just putting on a quick warm look. Okay, going right there with that. And then I'm going to dip in with another all over brush. I'm going to dip into this dark brown, which is a Bring It Brown, and also into a little bit of the fresh coral. It's coral. Fiery coral? Maybe it's fiery coral. Okay, so it's these two. These two right here. All right, and that's going to be my accent. And I'm just going to touch it on the corner. touch it on the corner right here. Now I can actually go onto my eyelid a little bit. We talk more about that on Saturday when we have our advanced color. So we would love for you to join us on one of our Saturdays so we can show you more tricks, because this is a quick warm, okay? And then I'm going to take my blending brush that I blend my dark accent colors with, and I'm just going to blend that. Blend it right up. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Now, what I kind of like to do when I'm warming up a color too, I like to go take my padded finger, my ring finger, dip it in the gold. Let me get my magnified mirror here. And I like to just tap it right there on the lid. Can you see that? Just do a little tap right on the lid to give it that really amazing gold glow. And it almost gives it another depth to that accent color, because it's kind of touching that accent color. And it almost just makes it look like it gets another depth to it. Okay? Yay, yay, yay. Okay, I already have my eyeliner and my mascara on, so I don't really have to go anywhere with that. Just leave it like it is. And then I am going to take a little of that cheek color now, because this is all nice and set. The powder's still powdery. I'm going to take a little of the Coral Kiss. I got more than you need usually, because I want it to show up. This is a night look. I'm going for a nice warm, and see, I just smile, and you blend it from that apple back. Blend it. Going to do that again. Go up here to the temple area. See how that you do that? Then I'm going to just take my dry blush brush, and I'm going to blend it. Blend, blend, blend. Oh my gosh, I love it, guys. I just love it. Okay. All right, we do that. And let me see anybody else. Oh, stuff I'm going to look at when I get off here. Okay. So there's that. Again, if it's worth putting on, to me, it's worth setting, because if you're doing something at night, who knows? You might even go out. You might go dancing or something afterwards. I don't know. You might need to set this. Maybe it's still humid in your town. You might need this to keep it all set, because it's still a little humid. And Kathy just said blending is the key. And yes, it is. Blending is so the key. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do to warm this look up is I'm going to do my lips. And so what I'm going to use, now I'm using, it was a limited edition lip liner we had called Tangerine. Your consultant may still have some of the Tangerine lip liners. If not, red would work really well for this too. And I'm going to take a beige nude. Let me make sure I grab the right ones. Oh, that's mauve nude. I don't want mauve nude. I'm warming it up. I'm going to take a beige nude and a tangerine. Okay. And if your consultant is out of the tangerines, a red look works really well for this also. And that might even be better, because it might give you more choices. Okay. So I am going to take the beige nude, and I'm going to line with that. Okay. And fill it in. I lined and filled it in. Okay. Then I'm going to take the tangerine. So this is what you could do with the red. And I'm just going to add it over the top to give it that really, really warm look. from the tangerine. Okay. So again, the red, you could do that with the red combo and the beige nude. All right. I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to take, I don't have one of our lip balms. We've got a limited edition lip balm with a coral tone to it. It would look amazing over this, mostly if you're a person that really likes just your lips to feel really moist. The liner would keep it on, and then the balm would make it really moist. But I'm going to just take a little, I'm almost out of this one. This is Always Apricot. And I'm just going to go right over those liners. With the Always Apricot. And there we go. Something else that would be really pretty is if you like a gloss. So say you wanted to have the wear of the lipstick that you like a glossy look, is to pop a little Sheer Illusion over this, one of our lip glosses. Maybe even our red lip gloss would look really pretty over this too, which the name of it is Iconic Red. That would look beautiful over this, but it's just a really, really nice fall warm look. Voila, voila, voila. I love it. And what I really like about those warms, the Inner Fire, we also have the other one is called Inner Fire and Outer Glow. I believe. Let me double check that. It is, yes, Outer Glow and Inner Fire. I really like about these, even though this is a warm look, there is enough of rust tones and a little bit that coral that it's still, if you've got a green eye, it will still bring out that green eye because it's still got that not purpley undertone, but kind of like that coral is a little almost burgundy looking. I mean, like, you get a little, a little something in there. And so I always notice that those more coppery, rusty colors kind of bring out green too. So they must have something in that family, that undertone, that some of our purples and burgundies have in there. So the other cool thing about these palettes is you can mix them. You can use the Inner Fire and the Outer Glow together and mix those colors too. But since we were going warm, I just went all with the warm. So let me see. Okay. Diane said hi on here on YouTube, and we've got Blending is the Key. It so is. And Kathy says that she loves how the limited balms feel. I got great feedback from my customers on that, and that they just feel amazing. And so, and how that it was the best thing that they'd ever put on their lips that had color before, on how they liked the feel of those balms. Okay, let me look over here on these comments. So Donna gave us some little hints on our limited edition, that touch of color on your cheeks. You can apply it with the cream little brush if you wanted to, or with your fingertip, depending on what you like to blend. And Paige said she finally used her setting spray when she went to the University of Kentucky football game a couple of weekends ago. She's alumni of the UK band, in case anybody on here from Kentucky would like to know that. I love that. And so she went to their alumni meeting, and that setting spray is a miracle. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's so good when you get to see it for yourself. I mean, we can sit here and tell you all day, but you need to just buy it, purchase it, and try it. Paige tried that setting spray, and she also had started using her deep wrinkle filler and loves that. Donna gave you the prices, $40 for the palettes, and they're big colors, guys. These are really nice size colors. If you really wanted to pop them out of these palettes and put them right into your Pro palette, they will fit. Just an FYI on that. You can create all kinds of beautiful combinations with those colors. And then, yeah, Bring It Brown, thanks for helping me when I couldn't see. Our crease brushes, all of our brushes are amazing. They last forever. We can give you cleaning instructions on how to clean those brushes. You cut that real estate in half. It's just amazing how that works to give you that crease. Our new concealers are 16. Our silky setting powder is 20, and our all over powder brush is 18. Let me see, what else did she, our foundation brush is 14. So it's all on here for you guys. Our liners, our lip liners are 14. Our lipsticks are, our glosses are 18. Our lipsticks are 20. Isn't that right? Yeah. And yeah, I think that's kind of a good overview. And like I said, I already had my mascara on. I have on the Ultimate Mascara and the Fanorama Mascara. I did it first thing this morning when I got up. And those mascaras are 18 and 16. And then I have on one of our brown eyeliner with a little bit of espresso eyeshadow over the top of that, which I used our brow and liner brush to do that. But I did our brown eyeliners, which those are 14. And then I just went over it with a little bit of espresso. That shadow is 8. And then that brush that I used, we call it our brow and liner brush. And it is 10. And it has an eyebrow spoolie on one end to comb up those eyebrows. And then it's got a little liner brush on the other, and that is 10. Our blending brushes for our eyes are 12. Our all over brushes for our eyes are 12. Our crease brush is 12. We've got a pattern going there. There is a set. Our brushes do come in a set that's 60 that has 5 of them. So you can look and see what 5 those are. And then if you want to add an extra, like I use 2 blending brushes, one for medium tones, one for darker tones. And I use 2 all over brushes, one for shimmer colors, one for mattes. And so you might need to get an extra couple of brushes to go with that set, but it comes in a nice little carrier and 2 that keeps the brushes all clean in there. So I think that is all that I have for you guys tonight. Do you have any other questions? Let's see. Bria, did you like the look, the color, Bria? Is that what you're saying? I hope that's what you meant. And that you liked how that looked. And let's see. Okay. Okay, I think you did. Yep. And then Donna's got those liner prices and everything on there. We thank you so much for being on. Please ask your consultant for that YouTube link to jump on More Than a Pink Cadillac. Let's get your name into that cash drawing a few more times. If you want to know about anything that I have on tonight, again, you're going to have to put a hashtag replay, tag your consultant so that somebody knows that you saw it later, because we won't catch it if we don't get tagged. And then we can tell you more about which products that I put on. And like your consultant can tag me if she doesn't know, and we can go from there. I think Paige asked me if this was Mary Kay earrings. This was a present to me from my senior director. So I'm a director. My senior director is Diane in Florida. And these were a gift that she gave me. So there you go. You get all kinds of prizes at Mary Kay. All right. Thank you guys for being on. We'll see you on More Than a Pink Cadillac. Bye-bye.